Good afternoon, or good morning yet. My name is Jerry Dirk. I am the Lieutenant Governor of the 6th Division of the Ohio District of Kiwanis International. We're here today, obviously, to recognize and honor some seriously outstanding young people. We'll start our meeting today with an invocation from Reverend Joe Boone. Reverend Boone is the manager of this facility, this gorgeous facility.
Let's pray together. Heavenly Father, this day we come together in your name and we offer to you praise for these students. The realization that hard work does make a difference. And we thank you for walking alongside them. May you continue to walk alongside them. And may you now bless this fellowship together and this food. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. We will now sing God Bless America.
Sure.
All right.
The one that you know, Jerry.
Yeah, the one that I know. That's about it. All right.
Oh, my country 'tis of thee.
My country 'tis of thee. All right, here we go. My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the Pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, guys. Have a seat. I'll do some introductions. To my immediate, well, I guess distant left, is the gentleman who is going to kind of read what you guys write. His name is Jerry Schwartz. He has been a roughly 55-year member of Kiwanis of the 6th Division, and he has been doing the bio reading for the students for all the years that I've been a member, which is about 25, and he does an excellent job condensing down to about 15 seconds, sometimes 4 and 5 pages of accomplishments. To my far right, and I'd like a Kiwanis welcome for this person. This is Miss Amy Zimmerman. Amy is the governor of the Ohio District of Kiwanis International. She's my boss. So, yeah. To my immediate right is our superintendent, our speaker today, superintendent of the Three Rivers Local School District, Mr. Craig Hockenberry. We'll talk a little bit more about Craig when we introduce him after lunch. So right now, it's lunchtime. Students, you can go first, and I hope there's some left when you get through. And then the tables can follow. Thank you very much. We'll reconvene after we eat. Everybody get enough to eat. There's a whole lot of cookies over there, some garlic bread and some other things, and as Reverend Joe said, you know, you might want to take some of this home, maybe in your pockets or wherever, because one day when you're in school and away from mom and dad, you know, that food's going to look awfully good. And it was anyway. As I said, my name is Jerry Dirk. I'm the Lieutenant Governor of the 6th Division of the Ohio District of Kiwanis International. I'm going to say just a very few words because you guys are the star of the show here. I just want to tell folks who don't know what Kiwanis is or aren't familiar with all the things that they do, we are a global organization of volunteers, and our dedication is to improving the world one child and one community at a time. Basically, service is mostly all local. Somebody said politics is all local, but service is all local. We find a need in a local community, and the local club tries to help out to solve that need, fill that need, or solve a problem. We do local things like cook meals for the residents at Ronald McDonald houses. Block ministries in some of the communities take kids off the street after school and during the summer, give them some guidance, in a lot of cases feed them, which is what the Cleves Three Rivers Club, my club, does. We feed the block ministry residents, or not residents, but members, at least once a month, and they do have a community dinner just about every week. We pack bags at the food free store. These are little local things that are done. Some intermediate things that are done, we might build a big gymnasium, or not a gymnasium, but a jungle gym type of thing, with slides and swings and so forth in a community that has a need for that. On the international level, we have just completed a $110 million worldwide project to buy tetanus shots for the part of the world that doesn't have tetanus shots. What happens when you don't have a tetanus shot? A woman doesn't have a tetanus shot. She delivers a baby in those parts of the world in a non-sterile situation, and lockjaw sets in, tetanus kills. It's just one of those things. It's a horrible thing, but we have partnered with UNICEF and brought tetanus shots to how many countries, Amy? 13, 14 countries?
Oh yeah, we've already eliminated it in 18 countries.
Yeah, we have eliminated, that's what the title of the project was, Eliminate Tetanus, the Eliminate Plan, and we have done that in 19 countries, did you say? 18 countries, on its way to the 19th. So that's an international project that we've done. In the state of Ohio, the Ohio District, we have over 7,000 members our age. We have thousands of Key Club members, which is a high school level. We do Builders Club, which is the, no, it's not middle school, it is middle school. We have K Kids, which is grades 2, 3, and 4. Builders Club is 5 through 8. Key Club is high school. Circle K is college. So if you are interested in doing service, and I believe in almost every school now there is a service requirement, you might look and see if your college has a Key Club, because they're a bunch of fun kids and they do great things. We also sponsor an organization called the Action Club. Action Club is a full Kiwanis club made up exclusively of physically and mentally challenged adults. And yes, they do the same kind of service work the big clubs do. So that's what Kiwanis does. And that's pretty much what the world needs in the way of service, doing things, little things that add up to be big things. With that, I'd like to have Governor Amy tell you a little bit about what she does. She is the governor of the state of Ohio, Kiwanis governor. She is an electrical engineer, graduated from University of Cincinnati, is employed by Hewlett-Packard as a project manager, and an all-around good person. She and I go back a long, long ways, and I dearly love this girl. What she does is fantastic. Governor Amy.
Thank you, Jerry. I'm honored to be here with you today. Such outstanding young leaders that you are, and the supporting family and faculty and friends and Kiwanians. It is interesting, Jerry, that you said about what the world needs. I did find a quote last night that I thought I'd share with you today, and that is, don't ask what the world needs, ask what makes you come alive and go do it. Because what the world needs is more people who have come alive. Howard Thurman. I thought that was interesting because as I have endeavored in my Kiwanis journey, I feel like the more I have engaged in world service and in local service, the more alive I have become. And so, as Jerry mentioned, I actually started my Kiwanis journey when I was in high school. So I was in Key Club. How many of you were in Key Club? Okay, a few. So I was president of my Key Club many years ago, and then I went to the University of Cincinnati, as Jerry mentioned, and studied electrical engineering. I started at Procter & Gamble and then was moved over to Hewlett-Packard, which is now Hewlett-Packard Enterprise. But I feel like in each of my steps that I've made, I've really become more and more alive. And I had put off actually running for governor for the state of Ohio for Kiwanis because it was challenging, it was going to be a big deal, and it was going to be a lot of time, and I wasn't sure that I was ready. But I can tell you that once I made the decision, I really feel like that passion and that energy, everything in my whole world has kind of come alive, and the stars I feel like are aligning. And so don't be afraid ever to go after what may seem like a big challenge. And so that was my suggestion. So one of the things, as Jerry had mentioned, was our Eliminate project. So last year I had the opportunity to go to Cambodia, and I've been as part of an international service trip, and I've been on the National Speakers Board for the Eliminate project for the last 5 years, which is why Jerry was looking over at me, confirming details. This year, I have provided our clubs with a local project, a very tangible, real project that's called the Amtrak project, to provide individuals with disabilities a mobility bike. It's called an Amtrak, and our clubs have been incredible about adopting it. And just picking that passion has really sparked all sorts of things across the state and in our clubs. And so it has been amazing to be part and to be able to share that project with our clubs. The significance of the project is that it's a family project for me. So my parents and my family are all involved in assembling and distributing the bikes, so very personally rewarding. And as I think about the things that are coming to life, Jerry mentioned that I was a project manager. I was a project manager, I was a client manager, and today, or as of yesterday, I started my new role as an account executive in Loveland at Veritiv and International Paper. So I really feel like following your passion will open many doors for you. So if you figure out what that is, make sure that you go after it. And as a result, so many things are coming together, and I wish you the best of success. So I do want to share a poem with you called Do Your Best, a poem by David Beckham. You can't be perfect. You can't always be the greatest. What commands the most respect is your effort to do your best. When the curtain is finally down and the music is finally stopped, there is nothing more satisfying to self than to say, I did my best. It's healing to say the least, and empowering to hear people say, all the labor of your hands will never be in vain. In those words, you'll find perfection. They mirror all your effort. If ever in need of courage, pick this poem and read it again. You might not be the greatest or the best that ever lived. Provided you do your best, you'll be one of the greatest of all time. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor Amy. She's a dynamic person, and her life is Kiwanis. I've seen that. I've known Amy now for a lot of years. We'll leave it at that. I'd like to introduce our speaker, Craig Hockenberry. Craig is the superintendent of Three Rivers Local School District. He is a Kiwanian. He started Kiwanis with the Price Hill Western Hills Kiwanis Club, and his residence is over in that neighborhood. He went to high school in northeastern Ohio, graduated in 1990, and was recruited to play football at Mount St. Joe's University. He played under the legendary coach John Pont. And what was that saying back when John Pont went to the Rose Bowl the one time with Indiana? Kick it, John, kick it, because his son was the kicker. And many times when he was supposed to kick the football, he didn't. But that's John Pont, and John Pont's son didn't follow the directions. Anyway, he played for John Pont at Mount St. Joe. He graduated From Mount St. Joe, got his master's degree at Xavier University, became a assistant principal in 1998 at the Euler School in Lower Price Hill. 2 years later, he was promoted to principal, and that's where his star actually rose. He transformed that from a barely performing school to a good school, K through 6, and then it went on to be pre-K through 12. And he's received many awards for doing what he's done in the community and in high school. He's been named the Administrator of the Year. He's received the James N. Jacobs Award, the 2009 Dreammakers Award, and from the Cincinnati Youth Collaborative. He was recently named the King of Price Hill. Now, we probably need a little bit more explanation of what the King of Price Hill does. May 11th, he was awarded with of 2013 an honorary Doctor of Humanities letters from the College of Mount St. Joseph. And he's been the superintendent of the Three Rivers Local School District for 2 years now, or 3? Just about 2 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Hockenberry.
Thanks, Jerry. Is this mic on? Can you hear it? I got it. Okay. Yeah, I think. Thanks for those really, really kind words. But I wanted to say to everybody, first of all, I'd like to start by thanking the Ohio 6th Division of the Kiwanis for recognizing these remarkable students here today, and the individual clubs for reaching out to these great high schools and these outstanding students. I'd also like to start by thanking all the parents and all the guardians of these young folks. Raising children is definitely one of the most challenging and difficult, but yet most important roles, and you've done such a great, great job. And congratulations to all the students that are here today. Your accomplishments are extremely impressive, and I know we'll hear them here shortly. Your families and your school and all your communities, I'm sure, are very, very proud of you. You know, when you're asked to say a few words to such a talented group and such great leaders, I guess one of the expectations is that I would give you some advice. So I will do just that. I had come up with 5 very quick little pieces of advice for all of you. Some of them may not apply and you can just toss them. And some of them you may need, so just keep it. But either way, here you go, just 5, and they're not in any particular order at all, okay? First, if I could, number 1, again, not in any particular order, is to finish strong. Being involved in education for over 23 years, I've seen so many youngsters at the end, or at the biggest time that they need to perform, not follow through and not finish strong. So my advice to all of you is to finish strong in everything that you do, whether it's completing high school, a paper in college, a sport, a game, a commitment that you made to a friend, or whatever it is. Make sure that you finish strong. Number 2, live in the moment. I think I need to take this advice from myself as well. The invention of the cell phone and Facebook and social media makes us all sometimes live outside the moment. But my advice to all of you is to live in the moment and enjoy it. Every day, I see youngsters worried about what's going on social media, texting their friends, FaceTiming and talking on the phone. And a lot of times it seems like people don't even care about what's going on in the moment. And the actual moment is extremely impressive, and it's a beautiful place to be. So put down your phone sometimes and just enjoy the moment. Number 3, one of my favorite ones. I feel that you have to be at your very best at your darkest moments sometimes. Some of the most successful and passionate people that I know, and they have a trait that I admire the most, and that's when things are at their worst, they're at their very best. During those difficult times, my advice to you is to summon everything that you have, everything. Stay focused and be at your very best. I heard a quote once, I hope I don't beat it up too much, by William Ward. He said, "Adversity makes some men break and others break records." So to all the people that are here today, I hope you all break records. Number 4, again, these are in no specific order, a growth mindset. Every single day, in my opinion and my advice to you, is about getting better. As Jerry said before, I did indeed play football, and Coach Pont did indeed tell us a quote once that I always remembered. He said, once you're through improving, you're through. And I never, ever wanted to be through. I always wanted to get better every single day. So think about college athletes. They're the best at what they do, and they train harder and harder every single day to get better. Think about scientists, doctors, lawyers, CEOs, and important business leaders. They try every day to get better and better. If they didn't, things wouldn't be the same. So my advice to all of you is to always get better every single day. And finally, number 5, as simple and as safe as this may sound, be good to people. Just be good to people. I don't think I have to explain that at all to anybody, especially the people with the talent in this room. But as safe as it sounds, be good to people. Just absorb it for a while, and you'll see. So, in closing, just remember to finish strong, live in the moment, be at your very best at your darkest moments, have a growth mindset, and always, always be good to people. Again, I would indeed like to thank the students, the parents, and the incredible people that are here today, the Kiwanis Club, and across Cincinnati and across all the divisions in the state. Thank you, Governor. Thanks, everybody.
Very good words to take to heart and to live by. We'd like to now present to the students the certificate of recognition of their outstanding achievements in their 4 years in high school. Jerry Schwartz, who has done this for a lot of years, has taken the enormous information that you all sent in your bios and tried to consolidate them down or condense them down, and so we could get this all in. This is a tough week, and that's why there's not as many as there has been in the past. This is an AP testing week, and a number of students begged off, though they're very, very disturbing because they are taking AP tests. And I guess the schedule is fixed, that you can't miss one of those tests and go make it up later on. That's just my understanding. So, you know, you should have more friends out there with you, but you are here, and you are going to be recognized. So, Mr. Schwartz, will you do the honors, please? And you come over here to the other podium, and Governor Amy and I will hand you your certificate, look at the camera, and then, of course, you'll all want to take a look at the schedules are available. I think there are either some on the table or you can get them at the table outside the door, but the schedule of when this will be shown, and they will be available, I guess, for purchase. I think, aren't they? Yes. Waycross Communications is doing this, and you can order them, and you probably can order them through me. Mr. Schwartz. She moves faster than I do. I'm old and waiting for a new knee and a couple of other things. She's less than half my age, too.
We ready? Good afternoon. When your name is called, just please come up and stand there while I do whatever it is that I do. So we will begin with Jared Marsh, Elder High School. He's a member of the National Honor Society, the Honor Roll. He's a National Merit Commended Student, recipient of a David Kruder Memorial Scholarship. He's a member of the Honor Society. He's a key clubber. He's a member of the choir, peer counselor, member of the Athletic Association. He plays football. And he's considering University of Dayton, UC, as well as West Virginia University. Jared Marsh, Elder High School. There are several who aren't here, but they're on the program. I don't think that Miss Logan is here, right? Okay. From Archbishop McNicholas High School, Brittany Taylor, second in a class of 163, member of the National Honor Society, National Society of High School Scholars. She's on the Dean's List all 4 years. Science National Honor Society, National Junior Classical League Latin Honor Society. Whoops. I was going to be in your lap. St. Joseph Christian Service Scholarship. She's a member of the Service Club. She's a lector, Eucharistic minister, student ambassador, member of Student Council, captain of the dance team, president of the Spirit Club. She's a peer mentor, Kairos retreat leader, All-American dancer, English and Latin student of the year. She participates in community service. Brittany Taylor, McNicholas High School. Mr. Fogus is not here. From Oak Hills High School, first in a class of 636 with a 4-point, Candace Caitlyn Sheehan, National Honor Society, a member of the Honor Roll, AP Scholar with Distinction, 4-year academic O recipient, Oak Hills High School 2015 Honor Chain. She's received a Rotary Youth Leadership Award, member of the Spanish Honor Society, 4-year attendee Oak Hills Leadership Retreat. She's been a key clubber for 4 years, math club, science club, symphonic orchestra, chamber orchestra. She plays the violin. She's a junior pole vaulter, JV pole vaulter, track and field, and a member of the swim and dive team. She's a varsity swimmer. She's going to go to Duke University. Candace Caitlyn Sheehan, Oak Hills High School. Purcell Marion High School. Julia Nelson, valedictorian, president of the National Honor Society, member of the Honor Roll, Rotary Youth Leader Award, University of Notre Dame Book Award, Ronald Reagan Leadership Award, Indiana University Instructor's Choice Award for photojournalism. She's president of the Student Council. She's a class officer, book club president, member of the Art Club, Honor Society, academic team, service club. She also participates in track, cross country, and captain of varsity basketball. University of North Carolina at Charlotte, she's receiving a full academic scholarship. Julia Nelson, Purcell Marion High School. Noah Sofio, or Sofio, if I pronounced that wrong. Reading High School, valedictorian, National Honor Society, Honor Roll Top Honors, CHL Academic Award all seasons, 4 years, awards in calculus, language, business, and economics, is a recipient of the Blue Devil Award, participated in Buckeye Boys State. He is a VP of Student Government, member of Key Club and Mock Trial. I would have to have another hour to list to you the accomplishments this young man has made in the field of competition. whether it's football, whether it's soccer, whether it's track. This thing's not big enough to hold it all. It's been unbelievable record. First team CHL soccer and football. He set a lot of records at Reading for athletes, high school athletes in achievement. It's unbelievable. He's McDonald's Student Athlete of the Week. He was first team all regional soccer. He's a great competitor. He's going to go to Dartmouth or Miami University. From Reading High School, Noah Sofio. From St. Xavier High School with a 4-point, Christopher Trentman, member of the National Honor Society, the Honor Roll, has garnered class awards in math, English, Latin, and biology. He's a National Merit Commended Student. He's an Eagle Scout, marching band section leader. He's a peer counselor. He will be attending Ohio State University. Christopher Trentman, St. Xavier. From Seton High School, Abigail Nutter, first in the class of 130 with a 4-point, National Honor Society, a member of the Honor Roll, has received many AP Scholar Awards, also recipient of the Honda Ohio State University Math Medal Award. She's a student ambassador, member of Student Council, a class officer, a member of Honor Society. She's a tutor, a participant in the varsity dance team. Your community service includes Ronald McDonald House, a chaplain's assistant at a nursing home, and St. Dominic's Church teaching assistant for the Parish School of Religion. She's going to attend Ohio State University. From Seton High School, Abigail Nutter. From Taylor High School, fourth in a class of 146 with a 4.6, Ileana Betsa, National Honor Society, Honor Roll, CHL Scholar Athlete, National Merit Commended Student, perfect attendance in 14 and 15, 7-time Regional Scholastic Art and Writing Awards winner, and silver medalist National Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. She's a member of the choir. She was Art Student of the Year. She's president of the Drama Club Board, member of the Honor Society, the Art Club. She's captain of women's varsity soccer. She also participates, or did, in softball. She's going to attend the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. From Taylor High School, Eliana Betsa. From Turpin High School, valedictorian, first in a class of 293 with a 4.5, Haley Grant, National Honor Society, National Merit Finalist, AP Scholar with Distinction, achieved excellence in AB Calculus and Spanish, member of the Honor Society, the Honor Roll, varsity academic quiz team, peer counselor. She's a member of Key Club. She's a diversity club leader, a member of the Student Council, vice president of the Executive Council, president of the Environmental Club, Self-Kindness Club founder and president, Future Business Leaders of America, MD shadowing program. She had several experiences in shadowing different professionals in medicine, etc. She's going to attend the University of Cincinnati for biomedical engineering, Haley Grant from Turpin High School. And that wraps it up.
No, one more. There should be one for North College Hill.
What's your name?
Ethan Carver News.
Yeah, we got one in there.
You're right. You see, I've been doing this so long, you think you got them all right? Nah. Where is it? How'd that pass that sucker up? Son of a gun. Okay. Let's do it upright here. Ethan Carver Dews, valedictorian, first in the class of 102 with a 4-point, North College Hill High School. National Honor Society. He's in line for Ohio Academics Honors Diploma. First place winner, Regional STEM Science Fair. Northwest Exchange Club Youth of the Month Award. Recipient of academic awards and honors. Across the board honors student. Completed college credit hours at Xavier and UC Blue Ash. He's a member of the academic team, student leadership team. He's a crew member of Theater Tech. I should say he's a Theater Tech crew. Community service, he's very active with Matthew 25 Ministries and also a church youth group. He participates in track and football. He's going to go to Ohio State University. Tuition and housing, Chick Evans Caddy Scholarship, will pursue education and training, and his goal is to be an airline pilot. And he's caddied all through high school. That was a steady job for 4 years. So he's a caddy person. Ethan Carver Dews, valedictorian, North College Hill High School, and I'm sorry about that. I guess the card's stuck together. What can I say? That does wrap it up.
Thank you, Mr. Schwartz. I think you've been doing this maybe since schools were invented.
I still screwed up.
Is there anybody else out there that? My name's not in here. I don't think I would have gotten one. But let me announce to the advisors that next year we'll do this a little earlier. It's on the back of your program. We're going to try and get this in the first Tuesday of 2017. We will start sending out letters probably in January and follow up in February and maybe another follow up in March. And one of the letters we will send out is going to ask you to send back to me a better address than what we have been sending out. In other words, we were sending them out to some letters that there are some addresses where the people whose name is on there may not be the student advisor now or the current principal. So we want to bring that up to date. And when we send these out later on, we're going to also ask for your best email address because that's where communications go now, I guess, are emails as opposed to hard copy things. As a matter of fact, I have to tell you this story. I have 16 grandchildren and a couple great-grandchildren. The last event we were all together, I think, was the Easter weekend. I'm sitting in my lazy boy chair, of course. I never sit at a bench, understand. And my family was sitting on a set of a couch, a long couch, and then we put 2 additional chairs. We had 28 or 29 people when we get them all together. And I noticed, I looked over at every one of the kids. They weren't talking to each other. They were doing this. And that's the way the world is now. I've even got a granddaughter in the 5th grade. I say something to her, she says, uh-huh, and she goes back to her thumbs, you know. So communicate with each other. Talk. and I guess what, read cursive? Is that, do you know what cursive is? Read cursive, or learn to write it. But that's, folks, that's my comments for the day. We have enjoyed doing this for 61 years. You are the cream of the crop as far as your student achievements are concerned. Keep up the good work. Try to get better every day. Finish strong, as Mr. Hockenberry suggested. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you next year with another batch of kids. Thanks a lot.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title, along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.
The Waycross Community Media Archive has local community sports like volleyball, football, swimming, soccer, and more, along with civic and school concerts spanning over the past 3 decades. To order any production from Waycross, visit www.waycross.tv or call 513-825-2429 today.